Welcome to Plandish, where plans are flexible, the vibes are good, and the kids are suspiciously quiet. I'm Alexandra, a twin mom, routine realist, and your guide to kinda sorta getting it together. Let's dive into today's episode before someone spills their snack. I wanted to be a corporate VP with a corner office, really cute outfit, huge goals. And then I got pregnant with twins and everything changed for me. This is the story of how I went from finance spreadsheets and strategic meetings all the way to baby wipes, 4 different calendars, and a lot of drive-through and Starbucks. But hey, I didn't plan this, but I made it work Plandish style. So let's dive right in. So right when I graduated college, I always wanted to move to Florida. So I came down to Florida, found a job as a staff accountant, and then next thing I had my parents helping me drive a U-Haul back down. I always wanted to climb the corporate ladder. Then finally I got into a really good company where I was growing pretty quickly. I ended up becoming from senior accountant to account manager to finance director, all within like 2 years, which is huge. And I was overseeing a lot of things, heading corporate meetings up, talking directly with the CFO. I felt very powerful as a woman, and I wanted to make myself grow more. To be honest, like I really didn't even know if I wanted kids. It was the curiosity that was there, but it wasn't really like a pressing need. But then one day I found out I was pregnant and surprise, there's 2 babies. In that particular moment, all these thoughts started flooding into my head of like, where is my life going to go from here? Like, am I going to be that corporate focused mom who's going to do it all and then see her kids in the evenings? Or I mean, to be honest, being a stay-at-home mom really wasn't even in my like thoughts. Wasn't even an option because I just wanted to make money and I wanted to make money fast and I wanted to grow. So then I continued working and trying to grow as fast as I could in that short amount of time during pregnancy and show like I'm still here. I could still do everything. I'm going to be right back like after I give birth. I want to keep powering through. And then I got placed on bed rest because with twins, like you're already a higher risk pregnancy. So we went to like twice the amount of appointments. Everything was fine, but the bed rest started being like, made me think like, whoa, this is starting to get real. This is starting to get crazy. And I had to fully work from home on the couch, which was in my head like so degrading. Like I couldn't be a part of things and I couldn't really like do a lot of activity. And I also was working out like crazy. And that was my thing. My husband and I, every morning, we wake up at 5 a.m. We would go to the gym. We would had our own personal trainers because for kids, what the hell else do we spend our money on? But that being told not even to work out was just a whole mind fuck of itself. But I ended up carrying the twins almost full term for a twin pregnancy, which was huge. I'm so thankful for. We had a wonderful delivery. They actually were just only like maybe like a week early, but we got so lucky. They both didn't have to go to the NICU, and that all worked out very, very well, thank God. Then I went on maternity leave, and let me tell you, it was rough. It was hard because like I couldn't move. I had a C-section because they both were sideways. Fine, whatever. But I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't move much. My husband had to bring the twins to breastfeed a couple times before I can get up strength to doing it on my own. But we both were really not sleeping, and both of our families didn't live down here. It was hard. They did come visit when we first had the babies, which was very helpful. But after that, it was rough. And postpartum did hit me pretty hard. Just felt like I was losing myself. I was crying every night. I felt bad for my poor husband who he had to deal with the babies and me, but you know, it's life. So fast forward, I finally get off of maternity leave and go back into the office. And let me tell you, that is the most humbling experience, going back into the office and having to pump if you're still breastfeeding. It was so weird going into a room, like you had to like schedule time, but whatever. That also was making my mindset shift a lot as well. I'm like, this is very odd. Like, it's a full day of going back to work, being without your babies, and it's only such a short amount of time. You literally, I was lucky. I did get 3 months, not paid all the way, but it was something. But you never feel like it's enough. So I was working in the morning really early, all the way till 2 o'clock, and our nanny would take care of them till 2. And then I would be on baby duty from 2 until whenever they went to sleep. And then at first, it's like 10, 11, then you're still up every couple hours. But that was taking such a huge toll on me mentally, physically. Like, I was not in a very good place at all. And it honestly was breaking me. Like, I felt like I lost who I was. My husband, like, it was just a whole mess that finally we decided to slowly start talking about, okay, like, what if I stayed home with the boys? And what if that ended up working, or what if it didn't? It's kind of crazy, a world we live in right now, that after taxes and everything, my salary barely covered our nanny, which was kind of like an easy for us to say, okay, if we got rid of our nanny who we love and I did this, how could we give this a shot? So we ended up doing that, and we still love our nanny so much. She actually comes and babysits when we need to, but that kind of was a huge step for us. And then I remember the day I gave notice, it was like, I don't know, just weight was completely lifted off my shoulders. The first week that I was a stay-at-home mom, I was ready to like plan everything out, schedules, everything was going to be perfect. And it worked for a little bit, but like I started to lose the weight that I couldn't get off because of stress. I like from working in a career, my skin started to glow. I felt like the energy in the household was so much better. Even my husband was saying like this entire house is just great, positive, wonderful. So that kind of started to make me have a mind shift to how that I don't know this. I feel like I was meant to do this, and the most important thing, I got to be there for my boys. I got to see them continue walking. I got to see them do like pretty monumental things and start saying words, and just feel them like come and reach out for me constantly throughout the day is such a blessing. And I feel so like amazed that we even created these two beings that are now relying on me and my husband. It's just wild. But that was kind of the start of everything. And then also, I am a very, very type A scheduled person. So me being who I was, I knew I wasn't going to fully sit still and be a full stay-at-home mom, which I am. Don't get me wrong. I am a full stay-at-home mom. But I always felt like my purpose was also like more. And, when I'm just coming up for air, why not just load a bunch of crap on me and it would keep going down? So that technically was when Back to Home Base was born. Well, not technically. Back to Home Base, believe it or not, started in 2020 as originally a home decor account, because I love styling things in my house and making it like look really nice and chic, whatever. But then obviously that died down real quick. So I kind of resurfaced Back to Home Base, and really with a new mindset and focus. I really wanted to make it about what I knew and what was my passion project, which was schedules and planning and meals and toddler activities, because that's what I do every day. And I want to be able to share that and help someone out, because the biggest thing for me when I was pregnant, just starting out, is I didn't have the resources or help that I needed for my own self. Like, yeah, not including family and parents, but maybe I just didn't know how to look right. But I really wanted to find like, where's good schedules? Where's good things to do? How should I be planning my day with these two babies? And that was my very type A person coming out. But regardless, I want to help people out with Back to Home Base. And that's also something where I realized too with having kids is you can have a plan, but that plan can go apeshit real fucking fast. I I don't, yeah, it's a whirlwind. But I found out too that I really, like, after all these planners, I did not need another planner to write in a million things. I really just needed a flow that can guide me and like ebb and flow. But yeah, it's kind of helped a lot, especially like brain dumping or like my go bag reset. It's just tiny little things that take off my mind and my brain to help me mom better and have my week better. So I'm going to give a little bit of homework. Do as you please, but take a piece of paper and a pen. And if it could be right before bed or not, but brain dump. And this literally means writing down every thought in your head. Like doing lunches. Oh God, I need to pick up the dry cleaning, or let me start working on a birthday party invitation for my kid's party 5 months from now. Simple stuff like that. And no, it is not meant to overwhelm you and look at your piece of paper and say, oh my God, I have so much to do. It is supposed to just get those thoughts out of your head so you can come back the next day completely refreshed and kind of like organize it and look at it in a different way. My husband was the key person that I used to do lists on lists on lists. And I would say to him, I have so much to do. And he would go to me, he's like, what is actually a priority here, or what's a you priority? And that kind of made so much sense. Like cleaning off my dresser. No, that is not a priority that's going to move the needle on my day. So in that brain dump session, I took that and I kind of like moved it down to the side and kind of organized it like that. So take a shot at it, try it, let me know how it goes, but it's something for you to try. Now I want to move on to something that I'm going to try to incorporate for a little bit. It's going to be going in my group chat where I ask real moms real questions, the kind that we usually save for DMs or wine night. But this week's question was, what is something you swore you would never do as a mom, but now you do on the regular? And I'm going to go to a few responses because I put some out there to people. Okay. So for me, mine was no screen time. Absolutely freaking not. But, when the kids are screaming or at a restaurant, I put on Rubble and Crew. That's like their favorite thing right now. And now I'm not letting them binge watch this. This is just like buys me a couple minutes at a time. But let's see what some people said. Let my kid eat in the car. That is so true. That is like, I never thought I would see so many Cheerios in my car. Use baby talk. Yep. That is definitely another one. I baby talk like no other. And I used to find it so cringe when people used to do it. Let the TV babysit. Yeah. I mean, like I said, hey, you got to do what you got to do to have a moment to yourself. Someone said yell. Yep. So I'm a very passionate person. I know my husband is too. And we talk in higher levels. So yelling sometimes does happen, especially we were dealing with one twin right now. Love my boys, but he is testing us. Oh my God. He looks straight at you and will do something crazy that it's going to drive you up the wall. But he knows. He definitely knows he's doing it. Another one said, feed them chicken nuggets more than twice a week. Yes. Has anybody given their kids the Trader Joe's organic chicken nuggets? Now, saves my life when I don't want to cook. Go to Trader Joe's and buy you a pack right now. It's so good. Last one said, have toys in every single room. Yes. Believe it or not, I had a post come out last week of what my house looked like before kids and after kids. Like, I wanted to be the Pinterest house, everything organized, everything looked laid out perfectly. And now if you go back and look at that post, I think I posted last Wednesday, it looks like a bomb went off. And you know what? I'm okay with it. Some days I'm fine with it. It's fine. Let it go. Let them have at it because it'll get picked up eventually. So I love it. If you want to be featured in next week's group chat, follow me on Instagram, Back to Home Base, and drop your truth bombs when I post a weekly question. There's no judgment. This is just purely chaos report and comedic relief for other people. So, whether you're in the middle of a career pivot or trying to figure out routines that don't make you cry, or just listening in your car while hiding from your family, remember you are not alone. You don't need to be perfectly planned, just planned-ish. I love it. Thank you so much, and see you later. If nothing else, you showed up, and that's the most planned-ish thing you can do. Subscribe, share it with your chaos crew, and I'll see you next week.